What's up, y'all? This is Skater D.
Hey, I'm John Charles Meyer, producer of Dave Made a Maze.
Hey, what's up? This is Scott Ladotti, author of Play the Devil, and you are listening to Luch Dog.
Luch Dog.
Luch Dog.
This is Andy Cruz from SiriusXM 415, and you're listening to Luch Dog in the Morning.
The #1 sports show on the planet. Yeah, boy.
Welcome back, folks. It is Luch Dog in the Morning. 10 a.m. on the East. It's Wednesday, December 27th. Happy holidays, everybody. Yes, it's Wednesday, December 27th. That's exactly what I said. The 27th, we're excited to be here with you. I've got a lot to do today, and that all starts with two penises. That's coming up next. We've got ordering pizza at the bar that you're drinking at. Can you do it? If a girl does it, how hot is that? I got Matty Potts from the Santa Monica newsroom. What's up, brother?
Greetings and salutations. It's 10 a.m. where you are, but let's not forget it's 7 a.m. where I am.
Good morning. Yeah, for you and for Skater D, who will join us with his new single, which isn't even released yet, Shake Your Underpants. Belly, are you excited to play that today?
Are you saying the world premiere?
Yeah, it's premiering on our show.
Oh, baby.
Very excited for that. And he'll join us, too, so.
Awesome.
We'll get him up
in here. It's my favorite part of the intro. No offense to those other people, but the yeah boy is what gets me hyped.
Well, what's funny about that, I don't know if you guys realize that, I had to have him call me back and redo that once we got on the sports station. Because it said, the #1 podcast on the world, in the planet. Yeah, boy. And
I was
like,
have to switch it back.
I need you to say it. Well, who knows? We'll see if we're still.
Well, Luch Dog in the Morning is going to be the morning show.
Well, yeah, that's darn right. So a couple things happening as we get into the new year here. Potts, how are you, sir? Are you awake? I know you had a big night last night.
Yeah, I'm not quite awake yet, to be perfectly honest. I'm only half a cup of coffee deep, so I'll get there.
That's my job, so I'll get you there. No worries there. And I'm glad to have you as always. Thanks for getting up early. And for all of you guys listening on the live stream, it is no longer channel LITM Podcast for YouTube. We changed it to TTR Studios for the channel. The channel on YouTube that you can listen to us live is TTR Studios, and the reason that I did that, Belly, can you take a guess?
It's because we've got a new show coming out on January 2nd featuring the one and only Luch Dog. He is going to be doing a podcast on The One Wheel.
The Voice of One Wheel airs January 2nd. Belly will be producing from behind the glass. He'll be interjecting every now and then, but he's going to make the thing run because we're going to have a social media lounge. We've got about 5,000 people who are chomping at the bits for this thing. I posted about it yesterday, and it actually caused a big kind of a problem.
Oh, no.
Whole lot of haterade from some dude in the group. And I would like
That's awesome.
Can I read it to you guys? Can I read you the thread? Because it's
someone
so
who
funny.
is for the One Wheel is against the One Wheel podcast.
No, not at all. So what happened was I'm having a guest host join me, and of course we'll do more than just the One Wheel here today. But the reason I'm bringing this up is because I want to discuss haterade.
Haterade.
I would like to discuss haterade.
Is it orange flavored?
Apparently. So what happened was,
I bet you it's lemon lime because it's bitter.
Oh, that's good. That's good. You can tell when I'm not listening to what everybody's saying and I'm pulling stuff up because I just go, apparently. Yeah, so I get the whole thing right here. And what happened was I asked the #1 rider to join me as a guest host, okay? So he's going to join me as a guest host on the first show, and I'm going to have a whole segment where people can jump on TTR Studios on YouTube and ask him questions live. His name is Bodie. We're just going to do an Ask Bodie segment, okay? So this dude wrote in. Now, I put a post on the group yesterday with the picture of the brand new looking Studio A, looking good. And people are saying things, oh, man, I can't wait. I forgot about this. Please keep the reminders coming. My life is no longer built around scheduling things that happen in real time, which I totally get. But this guy.
Imagine someone listening to the One Wheel podcast while they're one-wheeling.
I mean, you could.
It's like a full-on Inception.
You could. So everybody probably will, except for this dude who says, I can't. Now, here's what happened, but for the backstory. The guy, Bodie, nobody really knew about him. He showed up at this Float Life Festival, which is once a year. It's in Asheville, North Carolina, and everybody from around the country comes, and they get RVs, and they drive, and they camp out. It's kind of like a one-wheel Coachella, if you will. Okay, like Pig Pickens, different kinds of rides, awards for like the fastest rider, the most creative rider, stuff like that. He won all the awards. Nobody knew who he was, and then all of a sudden he just like wowed everyone. He wowed everyone. So the community pitched in afterwards and crowdsourced $1,000, and then the company that makes the board, Future Motion, kicked in the last $500, bought this kid a new board, because he was doing it all on the original version, not the new one.
Okay. What's the difference between the old one and the new one?
It's the new one's way more powerful. It's got a lot more juice to it, and you can probably everybody's thinking, "Wow, I'd love to see him on a new board. If he's doing that with an old one, look what he would do with a new one, right?"
Mm-hmm.
So that's a pretty cool story, Billy. That's pretty cool. They crowdsourced it for him,
That's the signs of a good community.
It's a little weird. One Wheel wouldn't see this kid and be like, maybe we should fully sponsor him. He's the one person that's like knows what he's doing. I mean,
well, they were saving their funds for the voice of One Wheel because they know they're going to have to put something towards us. But I'm going to say no. If they try to sponsor me, I'm saying no. I will not be run by Future Motion. Let's just put that out there. But the whole reason that you guys care, because the majority of our listeners couldn't give two shits about the One Wheel, I wanted to get into Haterade and what makes this a good idea in your mind, Nick Bonner.
Oh, man, you got to drop his name.
I am dropping his name. Because if he's going to go ahead and do this.
Especially with the last name Bonner.
Well, that's what pretty much got picked up by everybody in the group. So he says, I can't wait to hear what the world's best one-wheel rider who can neither afford a one-wheel nor get one from One Wheel has to say. What? I'm young, broke, and need a handout?
That's some haterade for sure.
That's just haterade.
Yeah, I don't.
Potts, what's your response there? If you are Bodie, if you are the rider.
He typed it all with his pinky out, I could tell. Could hear it in his tone.
Wait, no, explain that for the listeners. His pinky out like he's holding
He's like drinking his tea while sipping. This is none of my business, but I'm going to interject anyway.
That's great. What do you think, Potts?
I mean, I don't like the only thing I agree with is like what I just said. Like, yeah, why wouldn't One Wheel give him a free one? I think that is honestly kind of pathetic, but it's not the kid's problem.
No,
I would
it's
be
not
talking
his
smack to
fault, right? And
yeah,
I mean,
no.
Oh my God! So I just like to go through this. the Bodie dude just wrote "savage" and then a crying laughing.
That's awesome. I think that's actually
because he's probably a big poster in that group.
Who, Bodie?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's like known as the guy. So then this Nick.
No offense to Bodie, but that's like the perfect surfer dude, like surfer name.
Oh, I've already coined Bode Mode.
Right.
Well, what if Bodie and that dude got married? Then his name would be Bodie Bonner.
Bodie Bonner.
Or Bodie Bonner.
So then awesome. Bonner writes, I don't know you from Adam. I might be a bit obtuse for it, but the GoFundMe to buy a One Wheel for this kid kind of rubs me wrong.
It is super. I think it's really weird.
So he doesn't really like charity.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't like the fact that it's charity, and I mean, so what people continue to write here.
It's not like the kid asked for it.
Exactly. And then Bonner continues to say, I didn't go to college. My parents were, for the most part, broke. I worked my ass off and took huge risks to get where I am. You aren't disabled, developmentally challenged, or from a third world country. You weren't injured, wronged, or harmed in any way that I know of. I just don't get the call to charity. Maybe you didn't initiate it. What do I know? But if you didn't, then you should have refused it. $1,500 isn't worth it in my mind. It's not meant to be an attack, just my feelings.
That's poor feelings.
That's not. How is that? That's like saying, listen, I don't mean to attack you, but fuck you.
Yeah.
Like that.
I mean, it sounds like he doesn't want to attack it, but he feels the need. I kind of understand what he said. Like, he just feels the need to say something that it doesn't really make sense. But again, it's nothing against Bodie at all.
Thank you. Thank you.
But, it's like.
Go ahead.
It's going back to that, like, Keaton bullying situation. Like, why did people start a crowdfunding thing for him? Like, it doesn't. Like, it seems like we do that just
I disagree, though.
To respond to situations, and we don't actually know why. Like, why would the kid won all these contests? One Wheel the prize should have been a free One Wheel.
The prize
why would the crowd? One Wheel should kind of feel pathetic for letting their followers or whatever, their users, have to chip in to buy someone. So, like, that's kind of just pathetic.
And I think the biggest thing is, when it comes to this this $1,500 for this One Wheel isn't the make or break for any charity. You know what I mean? It's not like this could have gone to a third world country.
Oh, so he's saying, like, take this $1,500 and put it to,
St. Jude's Medical Hospital. Do anything better with $1,500 than buy some kid some One Wheel.
No, we would rather watch what this kid can do with a brand new board. We would like to live through him because we're not going to go out there as 50-year-olds is what a lot of these people are saying. I'm not going to go learn all these tricks. I just want to see him do it. And if I have a lot of money and I don't mind putting $100 towards it, go shove if you've got a problem with that.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
Right.
People willingly did it.
Well, here's the interesting thing that I wanted to bring, because I thought this is something that the listeners could get from this, because I know I'm not bringing this up to talk about the one wheel. I think this is something that you could put towards the whole internet, just life as it is today, hating on things just to hate. I can't stand how easy it is just to hate on stuff. How many Steelers fans are going to be hating on James Harrison, who just flipped over the Patriots?
Well, they should be mad at their
right.
team for being the one that let him go.
And all they're going to do is just hate on James Harrison. That sucks. You know, it's just so easy to hate on a public figure. So anyway, this person says...
I mean, it was kind of inevitable. As soon as he got released, you're like, he's going to the Patriots.
I mean, you knew it, right? Potts, don't worry. We'll talk about that on Friday. But Aaron,
I don't know what's going on.
This guy, Aaron, writes in, hey, I'm pretty sure the community funded it in part because he's a kind gent, but more specifically because he would shred it harder than most of us, and they would be the recipient of, damn, that was nasty, and all that goodness at the expense of his time and practice and pain. Also, your non-attack seems pretty attackful. Did you pay for it, or did you chip in, or are you just grinching? Because that drink you're serving tastes a whole lot like Haterade, huh?
Lemon lime Haterade.
So would you guys like to see Bodie's response? Because I thought it was pretty good. And then
Sure.
we'll move.
This kid sounds pretty chill.
He is chill as shit, and I can't wait for him to join me on January 2nd. It's going to be at 11 o'clock, 11 a.m. to 11:30 Eastern time. He'll join me on Tuesday next week. But Bodie says, hey, listen, well said, Aaron, to the guy I just read about the Haterade. And he said, being kind goes a long way in this world. Listen, I grew up broke, too. And you know what my parents taught me? What goes around comes around. I spread love and kindness to these lovely humans, and I practiced my ass off and ended up winning the Float Life Fest. The return of my energy to the world came back to me, and I'm grateful. I'm incredibly grateful. Are you actually saying that if other people offered you a free board to ride and spread your stoke on the world, you would refuse? No way, man. Take your jealousy and hate elsewhere. This group is for stoke.
Stoke it up.
I'm going to spread my stoke.
Right.
That's awesome. I'm going to start using that.
That's why I like this group, because it makes me feel cool. You got a whole bunch of like California like 20-year-olds saying things like that, and I'm like,
That's the new thing,
man,
eh?
Belly, let's go spread some stoke, dude.
Yeah, well, stoke it up.
So I can't wait, and then people continue to...
Belly.
Who is this asshat? Nick the Dick Bonner. I mean, it just continues from there, and he just gets crushed. But
Yeah,
I mean,
All
what?
right, yeah,
we don't need the
whatever.
crushing.
No,
'cause that's
I don't need
pointless,
that.
too.
But what's the point? What I wanted to ask you is, what do you think this kid? Do you think this kid will literally like sitting in his computer going, "Oh, I got one for them," and gets ready to type
Yeah,
this thing
there's-
out?
There's people that literally do that on every social media platform there is. I mean, that's not a surprise.
Well-
People love to. Hey, that's what Facebook is. Feels like it's just turned into that. I
Yeah.
mean, only like people giving comments to crap that they are too lazy to do anything about, and just want to hate on something that someone posted. I mean, and that was the whole
Classic.
basis of Santa Monica Newsroom when I started. That was just a creative way to talk trash to people, because it was just so annoying hearing people ramble on,
About nothing.
I have an idea for
about nothing.
for the. Well, I'll tell you. We could tell you off air, but I have a great idea for the Felicity Heath podcast. Got a great idea for you guys.
Oh, cool. Yeah, we were actually supposed to meet yesterday about it, but
Well, that's the whole point of the TTR Studios. So I changed YouTube just to go a quick left turn, just to let you know, guys, what's going on. Potts is going to be starting a new podcast as well. Belly might be doing a Soapbox Sports. Who knows? We're going to be doing a whole lot of stuff right here from TTR Studios under the TTR Studios umbrella.
Build that brand, baby.
And are we trying to water it down? Absolutely not. We have realized...
diversify.
Yes, exactly. And also, it's fun to do this. And I
And
think...
Potts can do a podcast not at 7 a.m.
Yeah, that might be nice for
Oh, I
him.
cannot freaking wait.
He's going to be awake from the start, and he's going to feel like, what is happening right now? But I feel
I
like...
don't know what I'll do.
I feel like we went about podcasting backwards.
What do you mean?
Well, we started off with totally overall, general, broad morning show style, which is
The best.
I agree, and believe me, no matter how many podcasts we do under the TTR Studios umbrella, this is always home, folks. So do not think that I'm all excited about the one wheel over this, or Potts can't wait to get out of this to go do the thing with Felicity. We love doing this. But what we realized is that starting from super broad in general is backwards. What typically what podcasts do is they start with a very targeted, specific audience. Like, for example, the One Wheel podcast. That's what, like, something like that is what you should start with. Gain a little bit of a following of people who are passionate about one specific thing, and then open it up from there. Wow, you got an audience. Let's open it up. Let's start talking about more. And we did it backwards, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I feel like that's what we did. So now we have, and that doesn't mean that it's wrong. We have a pretty good following for Luch Dog in the morning. It is something that's completely different. You don't hear this in podcasts. What kind of podcast has a morning show? I mean, I don't see another one out there.
I got to be honest. So I spent the holidays in Pahrump, Nevada. That's where my parents live, two of them. And it was, 4.5 hours there, 6 hours coming back. And I was looking for podcasts to listen to. And dude, there is nothing, even the good ones that have thousands of followers, like I can't sit through them. I don't know. It's just really boring to me. And I mean, maybe I'm anal.
Is it the production of it? I don't think it is. I think it's more like, why do I care about what you have to say?
100%.
Right?
It's not, there's people that, no, you're right. And it's like they get on and it seems like they don't really have anything to say. And we might be all over the map with like general and current events, but at least we have an opinion about them. And, there's a formula to what we do. Not saying that we're like some experts, but you do got to keep the show moving along. I think it's important to have breaks in between to chop it up. And so you can pivot onto different topics, but these people just ramble and it seems to go nowhere. I don't know. I mean, I wish there was more because I love talk radio. I mean, I worship Howard Stern, but I mean, it just makes me appreciate him and makes me appreciate what we do even that much more because it's hard. I mean, there's a lot of comedians that I really admire and they don't know what the fuck they're doing on a podcast.
No, they really don't. And that's why I like to have the structure that we do. Because a lot of times when we were starting this, it was a whole lot of Luch. We have no bosses. Why do you care when we go to break? Who cares if we say curse words? And I was like, cuz, let me tell you something. That structure is going to come across to the listeners, and they're going to appreciate it. I promise you that.
Yeah.
So what we're doing right now, if you can see on YouTube, we're getting Skater D locked in. Is he going to be in next break? Fantastic. Belly is behind the scenes doing it all, and that's why I think you should be watching on channel, TTR Studios for YouTube, because you can see what Belly just did completely behind the scenes. Really good job, by the way.
Muted, too.
Yeah.
Boom.
Very nicely done. So, Potts, thank you. I appreciate that perspective because you're right, man. It's something about when I listen to it. I don't listen to other podcasts unless I already know who the person is. So that's the battle that we fight. It's like, why would you listen to me?
Right.
What is it about me that's any different than, Joe Schmo in his basement? So we are going to, I don't know. I'm proud that we fought through that difficulty and we're here now. But that's why we are going to be opening it up to TTR Studios. We're going to do a lot of stuff. So should we get to break and get somebody famous
Let's get some
in here?
break in here, and then we'll come back with some Skater D.
I love it. All right, let's go to break. Give me something good, whatever you're feeling, and then we'll go out. We'll do the Shake Your Underpants next segment. All right. This sounds like Super Square.
It almost does.
Am I right?
I picked this up from our one and only friend that sends us that we get copyrighted on all the time, even though we are allowed to use the music.
Oh, thanks, Audio Blocks. All right, we'll be back in just a minute with Skater D with his release. We're excited to get to that. Shake Your Underpants. We'll do that next. It's Luch Dog in the morning.
At litmradio.com.
Welcome back, folks. It is Luch Dog in the morning, and we are joined by the one, the only Skater D from LA. What's up, dude?
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
We are very well. Thanks for joining us again, man. So glad to have you on from the Worldwide Mix Radio Show. Tuesdays. Are you still on Tuesdays and Thursdays?
Actually, we're on 7 days a week now.
Get out of here. Look at you doing your thing over there. That a boy?
Skater D's always killing it, man.
Yes, he is. So what time, when can the people find you, and thanks for joining us?
Oh man, I'm excited to be on, man. I'm actually up early, about to hit the skate park.
Yeah, what are you doing right now? Are you packing your car right now? What are you doing right now?
Well, actually, I was hopping out of my car, getting ready to hit this skate park, man, over here in San Bernardino.
D, do you know what a one wheel is?
A windmill?
Oh God.
I'm all zoned out. I can see you on Skype, but I can't see myself.
I know we don't have your face. We're just doing the audio for Skype for you. But no, a one wheel. It's an electric motorized skateboard like a Segway with one big go-kart wheel in the middle of it.
Oh.
Okay,
that's a first. That's a first for me.
He hasn't picked up on your videos of you rolling
not.
around on your one-wheel skateboard.
So, Skater D, tell me about "Shake Your Underpants." What are we expecting from this song? Is it a worldwide debut right here?
Man. Okay, "Shake Your Underpants" is a follow-up to Rick James' "Kabow" Upside Your Head. And the record "Shake Your Underpants" is it's my second single off of the album Icons. Icons, basically, I'm emulating every iconic figure that I grew up listening to.
Oh, okay.
I love it.
From Rick James to Zapp and Roger with the "Shake Your Underpants" to James Brown, which is my next release single, and my Prince emulated song, "She's a Freak. She's a Freak. She's a super freak."
Okay.
Girl. That one's coming soon.
What is a BAP? What is a BAP?
Say it again.
What is a BAP? B-A-P.
Oh, what's a BAP? A BAP is a bomb-ass pussy, a.k.a. a bomb-ass poontang. So instead of calling girls bitches and hoes, I like to call them BAPs.
I know you do, and I
Roosh
heard
Dog
that
was not ready.
No, I wasn't ready for that at all because Potts, he says it in the Rick James song all the time, which I was trying to play for the people. It started going through the TV. We got a new TV in the studio. But no, he never let a BAP go and say your name. And I'm like, what is a BAP?
Never let a BAP call you out your name.
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole thing was that Rick James used to he was known for going upside people's heads.
Right.
So,
but you would never slap a woman, right? I'm just guessing.
Now I won't slap a woman, but I'll slap the hell out of a bitch. I'm just kidding.
Hey, Skater D, Skater D, I got a question for you. So, like, speaking of music, is it okay for a white person to say the N-word if they're singing it in a song? Is that something that offends?
For a white person. It's okay for a white person to say the N-word, period, because
really
the thing is, it's like when you say, "What's up, my nigga?" That's like, "What's up, my friend?"
To you, not if I say it. Oh, buddy, I don't know. If I say that,
the nigger, that's different.
Okay, but if I say that to you, I think that's going to be perceived a whole lot different than your boy who has the same colored skin says that to you. Am I right?
I mean,
dude, are you telling me right now?
I try to
right
avoid
now,
using it.
if you tell me right now, and I'm not going to drop the N-word because I just don't feel comfortable saying it to you or to anybody, to be honest with you. But if I was just yell like, "Yo, what up, my N?" You'd be cool with
that? I would laugh and I would congratulate you. I'd be like, "What up, my nigga?"
I mean, that's where I feel like we should be headed if we want to eradicate the BS between white and black people. Okay, I am all for what you're saying, but there is no chance in hell I am going to be doing that to anybody of color that I meet. Never. No way.
See, the thing is, Luch Dog, it depends on who says it too, as well. You know, like Eminem, he's got the hood pass.
Sure.
Eminem can use the word.
Okay. All right. So if a super nerdy guy comes up, he's probably going to put the R on the end of it, and then we got a problem.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't know what BAP stands for, if you don't know what BAP stands for, you definitely can't be saying the N-word.
You got to know what BAP stands for first.
Potts, did you already?
That's rule one.
Did you know that? Did you know what a BAP was?
I don't know why I'm having trouble hearing you.
Oh, are we losing you now? No, Skater, I got you, buddy. You're probably just going in and out, but
It's probably because all three of us are talking at once.
Yeah, I would imagine. All right, well, no, the reason that he asked you that is because I was DJing a karaoke party and some big, like 300-pound white dude got up and was rapping Biggie Smalls, and I mean he was just dropping N-words as they came with every other word, and like some big black chick got up and stole the microphone, and started screaming at the crowd, "This is so inappropriate! You can't be dropping N-words and all that." So what do you say to that girl who took the microphone? Do you have a message to the girl who took the microphone and blasted the crowd because this guy was singing Biggie Smalls unedited?
Say that again.
Sure, no.
What
What would you say to the girl who stole the microphone after he sang that and he was dropping a bunch of N-words? She was really offended. Do you have something to say to her? Do you think she handled that right or wrong, or what do you think there?
Well, you had to go over because for a second you were breaking in and out. I couldn't hear the initial question.
I'm just gonna get away from this.
He was
whole
also
thing.
speaking very quickly.
Yeah, I tend to speak fast. What do you?
Hey,
Go ahead, Potts.
Skater D, I got a question.
Yes.
Have you ever eaten something at the grocery store and not paid for it? Have you like
all
when
the
you're
time? I
just
always
shopping?
go to the grocery store and eat honey buns and stuff. I walk in there and open up honey buns and munch on them and put them back and walk away.
Bro, and
They
so
have
you
millions and millions of dollars. Come on now, they can afford.
Thank
some more.
you.
They're not gonna
Thank
miss a honey
you.
bun.
Potts
So,
needed
alright,
that.
So obviously, the rule is Skater D. If you eat it, what happens in the store stays in the store. If you eat it in the store, it is not stealing.
I don't think it's technically stealing if you eat it and then you immediately have a bad case of the bubble guts. You have to take a shit or something like that, and you shit it back in. It's not necessarily stealing.
He doesn't even leave the store without leaving it.
Oh my god! Because Potts has this thing now. You guys are both out in L.A. Potts, what's the name of the place you always go to? The Palladium?
Pavilions.
Pavilions.
What part of LA are you from, man?
I'm in East Hollywood. I'm right on
Hey,
Santa
I'm
Monica
gonna
and
go
Western.
I'm gonna come pay you a visit, bud.
No.
Oh, dude, you got to come.
Yeah.
You got to come to Marinate, brother. Like, I would love to feed you. We got like the best tacos, sliders, bowls, and wraps. in the city.
Marinate restaurant.
Marinate, medicate.
Marinate your life.
Medicate
Yeah,
after
like,
Marinate.
I got you.
Well, actually, doesn't Marinate have a dispensary right next door, so you could marinate and then medicate?
Marinate on Melrose,
There's
baby.
definitely a dispensary.
So tell
next
him,
door.
Potts, tell him where to find your brand new, awesome, like fast casual, beautiful food. Where can he find it?
So Marinate's at 5009 Melrose Avenue on the corner of Melrose and Western in East Hollywood. We do a Taco Tuesday, and our new Tuesday promotion is buy one taco, get one free starting next Tuesday. It's going to be intense.
Buy one taco, get one free.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Tuesday.
BOGO,
Every
baby.
Tuesday.
All right, DP, we got to get you out of here. We'll play
right,
your
what-
song. Let me get you a little shake your underpants. Do you have anything left for the people? What should they know about this song? Like, how long did it take you to make it?
Well, you guys, how long did it take for me to make it?
Yeah.
Actually, it was a fast song. I made it right away. Like, I went in the studio.
I love it.
My boy got jumped on the Zapp and Roger voice box, and he went away. And I wrote the song, and I told him, hey, sing this for me. And he started singing it. So it didn't take that long. I mean, you guys can look out for the entire album spring of this year, or 2018. That is probably the earlier part. And we're going to be dropping a shitload of videos, man.
Yes.
So be on the lookout for that one. That one's coming to Revolt TV, MTV, BET, VH1, so on
Awesome.
and so on.
We can't wait. You know we're huge fans. Hey, guys, anything left for Skater D?
Skater D, you are always the man. Your part in the intro always gets me the most pumped for the show. So
Yeah,
I'm so glad you
boy.
did that.
Oh,
for us.
You guys are family.
Yes,
You guys
Skater
are family.
D. That Rick James is an awesome song. Can't wait to hear this new one, my nigga. See, I can't do it.
No,
I just can't
that's
do it. I'm
horrible.
sorry. I tried. It's just not for me.
Hey, good for you for trying at least. He
I'm
gave
gonna
you
come
the
and
okay.
medicate with you a little later on today, buddy.
Yeah. All right.
There
Yes,
you go.
sir.
All
See
right,
you later,
Skater
brother.
D, thank you. There he goes. We have so much respect for him. Let's play his song, Shake Your Underpants.
Well, I'm skate deep, girl, I'm the man. And I'm the nigga with some motherfucking money in hand. Well, I'm that pimpin' neck deep with a Cadillac. With all that booty, little shorty better throw that back. Little shorty 5'5", 135. With some beautiful eyes and some thick thighs. I like where you throw that back. Girl, like the way you do that shit. Put your hands. If you want me to. Shake your underpants. Shorty's a dime. I'm loving her body, but even more, I'm loving her mind. Knowledge divine. And with an ass like that, I'ma wine and dine till that gon' take mine. Damn right. Real love is hard to find. In these hard times, shake your underpants. For this handsome man, Mr. Brother Man, just leave it on your words. Shake your underpants, girl. With a swag like that, oh, spice so clean. But now, I'm so damn fresh. And when you look at me, man, I survived the test. The time, man, I made it through the slammer. Damn, they just gave me the hammer, bam. But thank God I'm free. And looking at your booty, that's a recipe.
Welcome back, folks. This is Skater D with Shake Your Underpants. What a cool idea for an album to do songs based off of all of the icons that he grew up listening to. Potts, I think that's a cool idea.
Yeah. It's a great idea, and I love how he sounds just like he sings and raps.
He does. He doesn't try to hide anything. He's just like, he's just having fun with it. And he said he was trying to, when we interviewed him with Rick James, God, that was almost over a year ago, maybe?
I think it was like 9-10 months, yeah.
Because he was all about like I think he called it like skater rap, which is kind of like pop, just like something to groove to. Which
I felt that groove. It was good.
That was good. I like him a lot. He's a really cool
He's
dude.
definitely unique, without a doubt, and he's super talented.
And he's
so
killing
can't
it
wait for that
on
album.
the radio game out there.
I've never been comfortable with you dropping an N-word to a black person on air. Like I have there. I'm not like I have to. I'm saying he made us. He set the table for that to happen.
Right.
Of course, we're telling you we would never do that without a pristine table set.
Yeah. Right, no, we need permission.
Right.
We need, I need someone who signed the authorization form, and and even then it felt a little awkies. But I figured, let's see what all the fuss is about.
It's a little awkies in the stewed. Hit us up on the call-in line 571-354-7338. Do you think he's right? Do you think he's right? Do you wish that? Ooh, I don't know. I feel like I want to ask this question. Do you wish that more black people would adopt what he's saying and kind of make it a fun thing that we could get over? But with all the neo-Nazism and the bullshit that white people put out too, I don't know how you're ever going to get past it, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those words that you probably don't need in a day-to-day basis anyway.
No, but I feel like if we if there were more Matty Pottses and Skater D's compared to Al Sharptons and I don't know, whoever leads the fine, Donald Trump, sure, or just anybody. I don't want to go there. He's the president of the United States. It is what it is. I mean, just anybody, maybe like the leader of the neo-Nazi. God, I'd rather have Potts and Skater D. I don't know their names
because I don't do a lot of research on any of these people.
God, well, the dispensaries would be a lot busier, that's for sure.
Well, so he'll be out there with Marinade. So we've got to get to. I just texted Potts. Okay, this is what I said.
I'm expecting a selfie in the group pic when Skater D comes in.
That'll be fun. Yeah, get him on the selfie wall. That'd be cool. And I just texted Potts.
Oh, I definitely will.
Just so you guys know how our show runs, we just got done talking to a rapper who's going to be on MTV and BET and all that. He's awesome.
He's a radio host out in LA 7 days
a week. And then
killing it.
After that, I write to Potts during the break. Okay, Potts, you're up. Pizza and 2 dicks.
Right.
So that's our show. We kind of hit everything. Let's start with ordering pizza at the bar.
No, I want to start with 2 dicks.
Let's
if you
start
don't
with
mind.
2 dicks. Matty Potts.
Lead off with 2 dicks, please.
And in fact, I'm going to go, I'm even going to start with something else because I know you love this girl. Your girlfriend, Luch, the Cash Me Outside, How About Nah girl,
How about
is
that?
still making news.
Is she really?
She's still making news.
Why?
The girl that was on Dr. Phil, she said, Cash Me Outside, How
Yeah.
About Nah?
Yeah,
They made a bazillion memes.
I'm already
All right,
mad you
so-
brought her up.
Yeah, you're saying it wrong to us. How about that?
All right, I don't really care. I mean, I just said the N-word. I'm like, my head is spinning right now. So this is proof, for starters, that God does hate you.
Me?
Yeah. What did you get? What did you get your parents? What did you get Auntie Lynn and Uncle Joe for Christmas?
I got my mom. My mom's hearing is not as great as it once was, so I got them a sound bar for the TV that has hearing technology and a hearing aid technology that boosts the voice over everything else.
Oh,
So, and then I got my dad a TV and Google Chrome.
that's actually pretty cool. Belly, how about you?
I got my dad 3 books in his series. I got my parents Sonos speakers for their house, 2 of them.
Nice.
And my mom, I think I got her something else. I can't remember what, but
Well, my parents don't let me buy gifts for them. I started off by saying, listen, I had a really good month, so no complaining and no sending back. Just take it and just accept it.
She makes you give the gift receipt. All right. Well, those are actually really impressive gifts, guys. But the Cash Me girl is going to put you both to shame. She got her mom a check for $65,000 to pay off her mortgage. This girl that was on Dr. Phil got just. I
bet you she
can't
could have
even-
given more,
My
though.
mind is blown right now.
No,
Like she got her
that's
mom a check for
absurd.
65.
can we not
grand.
talk about this Cash Me Outside?
I mean, I'm just
How about
saying.
that?
God, dude, like, what is that?
Yeah.
What is that?
So this
She's-
girl, literally, I think she's already been in jail twice this year, and she's still making bank.
She'll probably
from
go
her
to jail again
appearances.
because of tax evasion.
You're right. Honestly, you're probably true. But like, props to her. She's spreading the wealth. Good job for her. And moving on. So imagine, would you want to grow up with 2 dicks?
No.
No?
One is enough. Thanks.
I'm still looking at pictures of Cash Me Outside. I'll tell you what, that girl's gonna be a problem when she's like
Yeah.
16. Isn't she like 14?
I don't know.
She
I
is
don't
going to
care.
be a problem.
She's
Okay.
already a problem.
Yeah.
What did you ask me? Do I want 2 dicks? No. Do you
All
want?
right,
Do you want
so-
8? Do you want 12 fingers? No. I'm good.
No. So this kid was born and had a second dick growing out of his back. And the
No.
doctors did
Yeah,
remove it.
It's his Jagon. He's sucking my Jagon. Now
I
you
mean,
put
it's like you don't have enough problems taking a shower in the boys' locker room in high school. You've got to have a dick growing out of your back.
They
too,
have
you
to
know? I
be
mean,
able
it
to cut
basically looks
that
like a
dick
tail.
off.
But that doesn't seem like the plumbing would work if it's on his back.
No, I mean, I'm not sure. I don't think it would. So what they were saying was he had a twin brother who like died in, like while they were in.
And then they
whatever, being
absorbed
Oh, he
him. So you're
absorbed the
saying that
penis?
they're actually
And so-
in that spot is his twin brother in his back, and his dick just
Right.
happens to be poked.
Oh,
no.
God.
And that happens, I guess, often where the second twin doesn't survive, and then like it's absorbed by the first one.
That
which is
does
basically
happen.
What happens?
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
disgusting. I'm sorry
Yeah.
if anybody with a twin
sorry.
is like, hey, it happens. We're a part of a community. I get that.
Well, most
I
people
just-
that have
ugh.
twins in this world have that twin in this world, not in their body.
So hold on, Belly. If you were a twin and you found out that you're the only one that made it through birth,
Yeah.
are you going through life feeling guilty?
No. Living
'Cause that
for
could've
both
been
of
you,
us.
bro.
Living times 2.
You got to live it up twice as hard because you're living for 2 people. I get it. All right,
Exactly.
I like that. So
Pretty impressive.
no, that poor guy. I mean, that poor guy. He's got to wear a jock strap on his back and his crotch.
And a cup.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's good now, I think. But I just thought that was a funny story. So
That is, hey, listen,
Um,
if they can do and I mean no disrespect by anybody in the transgender community. I'm just saying if you can have transgender operations, I'm sure they can remove a penis off his back, right?
It's the matter of
Right,
getting
yeah, no,
the
they
rest
did.
of
They
the
removed
twin
it.
out of him.
They're getting the rest of
Could
the
you
twin-
imagine if somehow his second twin is fused to his spine and then he can't take it off?
Okay.
yeah.
It's
And
on
you
his
just have
back.
this like dead fetus attached
Okay.
to you.
Hopefully
That
it's not
would
on his
suck.
So you're
Fine.
drinking at a bar and this girl's smoking hot and she orders a pizza.
So yeah,
Is the restaurant
I-
not serving food?
Yeah, no, first of all, Potts went out with a girl. And we know we can do more than dating. We do dating a lot on here. But
right?
just to peel it back a little bit, Belly, what maybe 2 or 3 times a week, once or twice a week, we get an email from from our boy.
Don't make us sound like 1,000 years old. We get a message in Facebook chat.
Okay,
not
that's right.
an email.
What's an email?
Matty Pod sends us a postcard with a picture on it.
With a what do you call with a Polaroid picture inside of it? And he's like, "This chick is smoking hot. Look at this," and she is. She's amazing. But it sounds like she's really got some cool traits as well.
Dude, you don't even know the half of it. So, I mean, this date barely even happened, but we have a lot of, like, on Hinge, you actually can see your mutual friends. The only reason she swiped right on me is because we have all these mutual friends, and she was like, you felt, like, safe. So I was her first online dating
Has she heard the show?
No, she hasn't. But, dude, I'm at a point now where I
I'm
100% do a disclaimer to every single girl that I date. I go, just so you know, I do a podcast. I will be talking about this, whether it goes good or bad. I just say it straight up.
I bet that turns them on, dude. I bet it turns them on.
They're honest. They definitely appreciate the honesty. They usually giggle about it, and they're like, oh, my gosh, I guess I better watch what I say. So, for starters, we meet up at this bar. She's wearing sweats. And she straight up tells me she wasn't even going to go out. She wanted to date it. She wanted to meet up at 8:30. I didn't get home till like 9:45. And she's like, I'll still meet up with you, but I am not dressing up.
Belly, is that a turn on or a turn off?
I wouldn't consider it a date.
You wouldn't consider it a date? I consider that date 4 because we're already past the BS of the makeup and the garbage.
She says it. She says, I'm going to wear sweatpants, so you don't have to dress up. But they're velour sweatpants, FYI. I mean, she looked super cuddly.
Means they she spent a good portion of money on.
Oh, like Turtle going to the Playboy Mansion buys $1,500 pajamas.
I mean, kind of, and like her nails were done. Everything was done on her. Like she looked she looked.
So basically, this girl is Belly's. She's Belly's version of The Apartment. She's always 5 minutes from beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, and this girl was like, I mean, she literally looked like she rolled out of bed and looked beautiful.
It took him a minute, but he got there.
We better be 5 minutes out. Once I'm in here, the ladies, if any ladies are coming over, it's going to be spotless.
He's freaking out because I refuse to clean until he gets here. I think
that's a good strategy. Get his ass there.
And then I'll start cleaning. No, I promise. It'll be clean. Don't worry. But, so she ordered a pizza at the bar. Can you even do that? Does the bar let you do that?
So we ordered. She's a vegetarian, so we ordered Brussels sprouts. Apparently, this bar had great food. We get them. We have one Brussels sprout each, and we were like, "Dude, these suck." And I mean, I love a good plate of Brussels sprouts. They were not good.
We have a Brussels sprout salad where I work, and it's delicious.
I could eat a Brussels sprout.
Yeah, I mean, if it's done right, it's great.
Yeah.
Can you imagine Adam eating a Brussels sprout?
I can do it. No, I can do. I can do it. I'll do it.
Adam face.
All right, we're gonna shut up and let you tell the story. Go ahead, have at it.
So we're like, damn it. And so anyway, let me get to. So we ordered the Brussels sprouts, and she's like, "Do you want to take a walk?" And I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, "All right, sure." So we literally go on a walk out front. She pulls a joint out. I was like, this girl is freaking amazing. Thank God I had smoked I haven't smoked in 6 months, but my sister got me high as fuck at my mom's house. So luckily I wasn't a total rookie. But dude, I smoked a joint with this girl. I was lit. Like, I mean, I was totally like blindsided by that. So we go back in, the Brussels sprouts suck. And she's like, well, I'm still hungry. And she's like, I'm just going to order Postmates. She orders a cheese pizza to the bar and starts giving it out to the bartender, to me, obviously to me, to people around her. Like,
you got to butter up the bartender if you're going to bring food from outside.
But Belly, would you allow that to bring outside food
into your bar? If they give me
a
piece, absolutely.
They did not give a shit. Yep. As soon as we started giving it out, the bar and people started talking to us because of it. Like the bartender was totally her whole attitude changed to us after we did that.
Probably because she's been up on her feet, not getting a break for like 8 hours, and hasn't had a chance to eat all freaking day. And this person just was like, "Here, take this piece of pizza."
No, you're immediately the cool kid in the room.
Brussels sprouts, ate 2 of them, and like return, we're just like, oh, gross. Like we didn't ask for our money back, but we're like, yeah, we're not eating this. So I think she thought we were definitely like these kind of high maintenance customers for sure.
Oh,
and then once the pizza came, everything changed. And dude, this girl is drop dead gorgeous, and she's just eating cheese pizza. I mean, have I found like the golden egg of online dating?
Well, here's the question: when she ate a slice of pizza, did she fold it in half, or did she go straight in?
A little bit.
Yes.
A little bit, yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
All right,
she was not dainty about it at all. I mean, it was really hot.
You're making me so hungry right now.
No, dude, I could really crush some pizza.
I'm thinking about pizza really bad right now.
I never eat pizza, and not only was it good, but it apparently is like from this place that's the best in Hollywood. It's called Joe's Pizza, and she's like, no, you have to get it from here. This is, and it says right on the box, authentic New York pizza, and it definitely tasted like it, and like that. So not only did she order, but she didn't get Domino's.
No, she knew what she was doing.
Legit.
If you're ordering pizza to a
legit.
bar, you're not calling Papa John's.
You're not calling anything you ever seen a commercial for.
No, and
You
if you're
better
calling
not.
Papa John's, you're in trouble anyway. Because didn't he just step down?
Papa John's did just step down. But that's because they devalue their product.
Yeah,
We've been over this.
So that is fantastic. Did you kiss her?
I didn't even try.
Good for you. Long play.
That's on a whole nother new thing. I didn't even try.
Belly.
Texted her when I got home.
The first thing is never a date. It's a meetup. It's something to get to break the ice, and then if you two are comfortable with each other, then you will meet up. If it's a good time, where you will meet up again. It's a fact.
Now, this is strictly from online dating, because if that's not true, if it's we are at work and we're coworkers and I say, hey, let's go on a date, we've already established that. But if it's a Hinge, a Tinder, a Bumble, any of these craps, you're right. The first date is a meeting.
Not a date.
It's not a date.
And if you put the date label on it, it's going to go poorly.
If you put the date label on it, it'll go poorly?
Yeah.
Well, Belly's all about the long play. He's all about the slow play. Right? Tell
I'm in no rush.
And normally I'm not. But with this girl, I knew that was the strategy going into it. I love that we like agreed we were gonna just like dress down, and my strategy is totally, because she said she wanted to make sure, like, she hadn't been on a date in 3 years. She went on one date with a friend, and the friend said that he is going trans, and so this girl was like mortified with dating.
Yeah,
and
yeah, that's not the best starting point.
Then.
So
it's like, you know what?
What?
I'm flipping.
I said that's not the best starting point for her, and then she's just like, okay, well, I'm gonna go in sweatpants, and if he likes me, he likes me. That's great. I think
100%.
I think you're in a really good place right now. Just don't screw it up over there, right, guy? I want to hear about this. I want this to work.
No. I mean, I'm trying not to. Like, I'm gonna, see what happens. I'm trying to move slow because she seems pretty rad. So
here's what you do.
pumped.
Here's what you do.
What?
We need to go over new hand signals now because you're in a different spot. Just song.
Oh.
We have Belly and I have a whole.
I knew what he was trying to say, Belly.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, we have a whole set of hand signals. If you watch on YouTube, you can see we're like a freaking machine over here. Just don't even ever have to speak.
It's because it's coming like shockingly now.
Right.
It's too close to me.
It's all up in your face.
I have to, because it's all in my periffs. It's all in my periffs now.
So listen, Potts, as you go on your journeys and endeavors with this new girl, because you need to go with a different set of instincts than your usual ones, just think, would Adam have done this? And then follow it if the answer is yes.
No, and then if Adam says yeah, if it's yes to that question, you do the complete opposite.
What would Adam do?
Don't do that.
And I'd be doing that.
Quick
I'd be the
break.
mayor of Friendville.
Quick break coming up, and we've got about 10 minutes left with the people. We will tell you why you should not get into any of those garbage resolutions as you get ready for New Year's Eve. It's all right here on Luch Dog in the Morning.
At litmradio.com.
Marinate Restaurant puts a unique twist on fast casual dining by starting with only the freshest ingredients to slow-cook delicious melodies of tastes and colors that are sure to delight your senses. Whether you're craving the Chipotle pulled pork sliders, honey basil chicken tacos, or the infamous kitchen sink wrap, Marinate has something for everybody with tons of vegetarian options too. It's the perfect choice of catering for your offices or events with fast and friendly service from a brand new store on Melrose and Wester. Stop by today, or you can order online at marinateyourlife.com. And don't forget dollar tacos for Taco Tuesdays. Tacos, wraps, sliders, and sides. Slow cooked to perfection at Marinate Restaurant. marinateyourlife.com.
What's up, y'all? It's Maddie Mads here. This show is sponsored by TTR Studios. Whether it's weddings, parties, karaoke, audio, video production, and all your entertainment needs, call TTR Studios, LLC at 703-850-2223 or check them out at ttrevents.com. Start the show, Luch.
Yes, Belly. Yes, Belly. Let's go. Welcome back, folks. It is Luch Dog in the morning. Feel Good Wednesday. 8 minutes left with the people. Thanks for hanging out on the new YouTube channel, TTR Studios. Stands for To The Rescue. TTR Studios is where you can find us. And, of course, LITM Radio for everything that we do. Thanks for hanging out with us. I've got, of course, Matty Potts in the Santa Monica newsroom. And leading this segment will be Belly Matt LaBelle.
That's right, it's me.
With why he refuses to get a New Year's resolution on his calendar. What's the deal, man?
So, I have this big thing where everyone's all about the New Year's resolution. The going to the gym, the eating healthier, drinking less, blah, 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 blah. Always the same crap every year. Here's the thing. Anyone I've ever met that does a New Year's resolution, it's the same New Year's resolution every year, which tells me what? They're not successful.
You're not following through with it. Can you put us on scene one?
Yeah, no way. I don't want people to see me talking about this.
They want to see. There you go. Hey. So, yeah, no, they probably don't follow through. Potts, by what time do you give up yours? February, end of January?
Do you even make them?
I don't make them.
Okay.
And I mean, I already go to the gym and eat healthy, so.
Yeah, see, Potts.
I mean,
that's the other thing.
Excuse us, Mr. Perfecto.
Why do I mean?
I guess I try not to be an asshole to people as much, but that definitely doesn't last more than a week.
But that's the thing, and Potts is a perfect example here. He's eating healthy because it's a life choice of his. He doesn't need a new year to decide, hey, new year, new me. Guess what? Anyone who needs a new you, do it day of the thinking, not waiting till the new year.
Oh, that's like somebody who, listen, we all have our vices that we wish we could, cut back on. It's like saying, I'll do it. I'll start
this year.
tomorrow.
I'm quitting smoking.
No. It's like saying, I'll quit tomorrow.
I don't smoke.
I'll quit tomorrow. I'm good. I'll quit tomorrow. That's good.
It's all it is marketing.
It's a lack of commitment.
Something to market so you could get a gym membership or to buy whatever, and it's stuff that literally is proven you will not stick to.
As I would say,
So
it's created by the
pointless.
Hallmark.
I mean,
well, typically I wouldn't bring this up before. We already talked about it. Let's have a little. Let's peel back the curtain for the people. We could come up with a resolution on air because we've been discussing.
Blow up TTR Studios is
We've
our
been
resolution.
discussing.
But that's not a New Year's resolution. That's a.
We've been discussing 3 days a week, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's fine.
is that a resolution?
Do we want to add that? Do we want to drop that? Are we going to do that?
Yeah, we can do it.
Because I know we've been discussing. Listen, we've been discussing coming on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And Potts right now is ready to give me a fail buzzer. Give me a fail buzzer.
Well, it's only because Adam doesn't realize he'll not only be bumping up to 3 days a week, but 4 doing his podcast. If Potts does his podcast, he's bumping up to 4 days. And then I do a podcast, we're bumping up to 4 days.
So you can expect us to be doing more littler shows, smaller shows that are more targeted. But we would like to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, starting in the new year. And the only reason that we haven't started doing that is because, let's be honest, folks, that's a big commitment from your boy Potts out on the West Coast, who is running and owning and operating his first restaurant. Well, not his first restaurant, but a brand new restaurant.
It's killing it, by the way. I was on there reading the Yelp reviews the other day.
Oh, he's great.
And those freaking Yelp reviews are 5, 5, 5, 5, 5 nonstop.
For them to leave a positive review, usually people only go to Yelp when they're pissed off. So you're really doing something right up there, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, we've been very fortunate.
And I can't wait to go.
How many people...
July, I'm going.
Yeah, we're coming out. We'll come out. But YouTube right now, you really need to see the face that he's putting out.
And it's coming back.
That's
so.
okay. There you go.
Oh, he's calling.
Pick him up. All right, so you do the producing. I'll filibuster. But really, what we were discussing is we're going to start doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday. It'll be 10 a.m., but we're trying to decide what to do with the sports side of things. And I think what we're probably going to end up doing here is not podcasting.
Oh, man, I think I'm calling back.
Stop talking about it. What we're gonna end up doing is, this is a really sloppy ending. Okay, are we all back? Let's all just take a deep breath. Potts, you here?
What happened?
Okay.
Potts is back. We accidentally called Skater D. It was a great
remember,
time.
Belly. Anything you say to me, you can lip. You don't have to actually say, because I can read lips really good.
Got it.
Try something. Go fuck yourself is what he just
got
said.
it.
I'm saying the same thing. I didn't even say it through my lips. I don't know how you guessed it.
Me and Potts have a mental connection here. That was sent telepathically to me for me to mouth to him.
So we are going to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. But Potts, I was just discussing with the listeners how I believe on Fridays we will probably not be posting a podcast for the sports show. Friday looks like what we'll be doing is just a regular Luch Dog in the morning, and then Belly and I will continue, and we'll just do a sports show for the station and submit it to them.
Because as long as they want us.
Of course, which we're hoping they do.
Or as long as we want to do it before
That's
we
also
say
true.
TTR Studios is the studio to be at.
Well, we're trying. Potts made a good point. Like, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you're listening to the podcast if on Wednesdays we're just like this regular variety show, and then on Fridays we're just like, hey, let's talk only sports. It's like a every other day kind of thing, and we want to alleviate that. We really want to start
Our
building
Luch
the
Dog
brand.
in the morning listeners deserve Luch Dog in the morning.
Right, I agree. We're keeping it 100, right? So, with that being the case, you can expect us. Can they expect us? We'll start it. We'll start it the second week of January because we're not going to come on here on January 1st. We're not doing that.
I'm
not doing that. We're all going to be hungover.
Yeah,
I'll be getting out of work.
So.
We could do the drinking show to start off the new year. I would like our first show. Can we do that on Wednesday next week?
Yeah, that's
fine. Well, but that's 7 a.m. for me.
No.
I can't
We'll
start
drink. Well,
drinking
that's
at 7
fine. We'll
a.m.
drink water. But what I would like to do is we've got to get out of here.
We'll drink water.
No.
What's
Here's
the point?
I've got a really good idea for you. So the listeners, because the listeners, we could get 1% of our listeners on the live stream early. A lot of people download the next day, at night, whatever, on the weekend. So what we will do is we'll come up with a set of rules throughout the show. Potts can't say, like when you're playing Kings or Asshole or whatever, you'll come up with rules.
Yeah.
Anytime somebody breaks one, that person has to, quote unquote, drink. But the listeners can pick one of us to play along with.
Oh, nice.
So they pick a teammate. So
Belly's
if you're
gonna be
playing,
I want to be able to drink.
well, no, none of us
So
will
it
actually be drinking. But Team Potts, anytime you drink your water, the listeners have to drink their actual alcohol. So we won't be
Yeah,
drinking.
but it's the same time for the listeners.
No,
they're
no.
not going to be drinking at 10 a.m.
No, what I'm trying to tell you is,
for those listening back on the podcast.
yes, 1% of our listeners. Right, 1% of our listeners listen live.
Okay.
99% of them listen outside of it. So we'll just come up with rules, and then you can drink along with whoever you
Hopefully
choose.
we're adding some listeners. I shouted out the podcast to another podcast recently. I wasn't on the podcast, but I had one of their hosts in the bar with me the other night.
Very nicely done.
Yeah, the
Very nicely done.
Never Graduate show
Take
is a
us
really
home.
good show. Check it out.
Take us home. We got to get out of here, folks. We will be back on Friday with one more sports show for you. We're going to end out the year, and then we're going to change things up a little bit come January. So we will do our sports show on Friday as per usual, and then we'll be all TTR Studios. Be ready for it, Potts. I know you are. What do you got left for the people, brother?
That's it. That's all I got. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day. You can kindly go fuck yourself.
There he goes, Matty Potts from the Santa Monica Newsroom. Belly, this has been a fun one today. You feel good in the new studio?
Absolutely, and thanks to Skater D for coming on. Pleasure having you as always, sir. And hopefully we can get him on again soon. Look out for that album coming out in the spring 2018.
The Worldwide Mix radio show is what he does 7 days a week out there on the West Coast. Thanks again to Skater D for his time. Belly Matt LaBelle from Soapbox Sports, our guru producer, done a great job as always. Matty Potts and everybody here at TTR Studios. We'll see you guys next week. It's Luch Dog in the morning.
At litmradio.com.